The Last Keeper, ... They called it the 13th light because no one lasted there. 13 keepers had taken the post on, stayed longer than 13 months. Some vanished, some were found raving, and a few were buried close casket. Jonas Hargreave didn't believe in curses, just needed the isolation and the paycheck. A retired Navy man with nothing left to anchor him, he moved in during a bitter October. The lighthouse stood alone on a cliff where nothing grew, its rusted door groaning like a throat clearing before a scream. The light worked fine the first few nights, spinning its beams slowly across the waves. But on the third night, Jonas saw something in the water tall, pale, wrong just before the beam returned. In the logbook, a single line from the previous keeper chilled the page. When the light stops, do not look at it. By the fifth night, Jonas heard knocking from the lower stairs, deliberate and rhythmic, once an hour. On the seventh night, the light stopped spinning. Not broken, just frozen. He climbed the spiral stairs to investigate, his breath fogging in the cold air. The lands glowed faintly, not with electricity, but with something alive. As he turned to leave, a voice, his father's voice, long dead, called out, "Jonas, ... come, see." Against every instinct, he looked into the lens. It lit up with impossible brilliance, and inside it, he saw things towering, submerged creatures with unblinking eyes, all staring at him. They had never left. They were always watching. He woke up hours later on the floor below. His fingernails were torn and his clothes soaked in salt water. The spiral steps behind him glistened wet. Something had come down the stairs with him. He tried to flee, but the boat wouldn't start, and the radio hissed endlessly. At night, the light resumed spinning X. Set. Now it scanned inland, sweeping the cliffs and forests like it was searching. Whispers grew louder, 13 voices murmuring through the walls. The drain, even his own breath. "You're part of it now. It remembers you." He tried to destroy the lands, but metal tools corroded at his touch. His fire curled upward and vanished before reaching the lantern room. On the 13th night, the beam spun backward, and Jonas sat beneath it with a smile cracked across his face, whispering nonsense, salt leaking from his eyes. When rescuers arrived weeks later, the lighthouse was empty. Only the logbook remained, its final page smeared with brine. Don't look when it stops, it never forgets. And still, the light turns, sweeping the coast, waiting for new eyes.